Take your blue siddur, a chance to pray is now. Please rise and turn to page 65. We'll be led today, most of the service, by Ms. Aliyah Stern.
No, it's good. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lasochvi bina, lehavchin ven yom uven laila.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani betzalmo.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani Yisrael.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani bat chorin. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, pokeach ivrim. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, malbish arumim. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, matir asurim. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, zokef kefufim. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, roka haaretz al hamayim. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asa li kol tzarki. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamechin metzadeh gaver. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, ozer Yisrael b'gvura. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, oter Yisrael b'tifara. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hanoten le'ohev koach.
You may be seated, middle of page 65.
ותננו היום ובכל יום, לכנו לחסד ורחמים בעיניך, ובעיני כל רעינו ותגמלנו חסידים טובים. ברוך אתה אדוני, גומל חסידים טובים לעמו ישראל. אשרינו שאנחנו משכימים ומערבים, ערב ובוקר, אומרים פעמיים בכל יום, שמע ישראל אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. קדש את שמך על מקדישי שמך, וקדש את שמך בעולמך, ובישועתך תרים ותגביה קרננו. ברוך אתה אדוני, מקדש את שמך ברבים. יהי רצון מלפניך, אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו, שיבנה בית המקדש במהרה בימינו, ותן חלקנו בתורתך, שם נעבדך בירה, כמעולם וכשנים קדמניות.
Kaddish de Rabbanan on page 71. Mourners, kindly please rise. יתגדל ויתקדש מרבה, בעולמה דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחי כל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב, אמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה. לילה מן כה ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעולמה, ואמרו אמן. על ישראל ועל רבנן ועל תלמידיון, ועל כל תלמידי תלמידיון, ועל כל מן די עסקין באורייתא, די ואתרא הדין ודי וכל אתר ואתר, יעלהון ולכון שלמה רבה, חינה וחסדה ורחמין, וחין אריכין ומזון הרוויחה, ופורקנה מן קדם, אבוהון די וישמיה, ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה וחיים טובים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועמו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו וברחמיו יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועמו אמן. page 72.
היום יום שבת קודש. להגיד כי אשר אדוני צורי ולא עוולתה בו.
page 80. לדוד אדוני אורי ואישי.
וקווה אל אדוני.
page 81.
מזמור שיר חנוכת הבית לדוד. למען יזמרך כבוד ולא ידם, אדוני אלוהי לעולם עודך.
Mourners Kaddish on page 82. Mourners, please rise. יתגדל ויתקדש מרבה, בעולמה דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב, אמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולמעולמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה. ברכו לילה מכל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעולמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו ויעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. Please rise together, page 83. Page 83 for פסוקי דזמרה.
ברוך שאמר והיה העולם, ברוך הוא. ברוך עושה בראשית, ברוך אומר ועושה, ברוך כל זרם קיים, ברוך מרחם על הארץ, ברוך מרחם על הבריות, ברוך משלם שכר טוב לרע, ברוך חלד וקיים לנצח, ברוך בודה ומציל, ברוך שמו. מלך משובח ומפואר, עדי עד שמו הגדול, ברוך אתה אדוני, מלך מהולל בתשבחות.
You may be seated, page 84. We go page by page.
כי כל אלוהי העמים אלילים, באדוני שמיים עשה.
אז ירננו עצי היום.
רוממו אדוני אלוהינו, והשתחוו להר קודשו, כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו. אדוני הושיע, המלך יעננו ויום קוראנו. ואני בחסדך בטחתי, יגל ליבי בישועתך, אשיר על אדוני, כי גמל עלי.
Page 87. גם נעשה. תשפטי אדוני אמת צדקו לבאים.
יהיו לרצון אמרפי, והגיון ליבי לפניך, אדוני צורי וגואלי. פודה אדוני נפש עבדיו, ולא ישמו כל החסים בו.
על משה איש האלוהים, אדוני מעון נתן. שמחנו כי מותי ניתן.
ויהי נועם אדוני אלוהינו עלינו, ומעשה ידינו כוננה עלינו, ומעשה ידינו כוננהו.
יושב בסתר עליון בצל שדי.
אורך ימים משביעהו, והראהו בישועתי. אורך ימים משביעהו, והראהו בישועתי. בית ישראל ברכו את אדוני, בית אהרון ברכו את אדוני, בית הלוי ברכו את אדוני, יראי אדוני ברכו את אדוני. ברוך אדוני מציון, שוכן ירושלים, הללויה.
Please rise, page 92 for the great Hallel.
נותן לחם לכל בשר, כי לעולם חסדו. הודו לאל השמיים, כי לעולם חסדו.
You may be seated, page 93, we go page by page. אין המלך נושב.
כי בו ישמח ליבנו, כי בשם קודשו בטחנו. יהי חסדך אדוני עלינו, כאשר ייחלנו לך.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת.
להגיד כי ישר אדוני, צורי ולא הפלתה בו. עדותיך נמנו מאוד, לביתך נאו הקודש, אדוני לאורך ימים. אדוני הושיע, המלך יעננו ויום קוראנו.
Asher, page 96.
תהילת אדוני ידבר בי, יברך כל בשר שם קודשו לעולם ועד, ואנחנו נברך יה, מעתה ועד עולם, הללויה. ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהיך ציון לדור ודור, הללויה.
בונה ירושלים אדוני.
לא עשה כן לכל גוי, ומשפטים בל ידעום, הללויה. וירם כרם לעמו, תהילה לכל חסידיו, לבני ישראל עם קרבו, הללויה. לעשות בהם משפט כתוב, הדר הוא לכל חסידיו, הללויה. כל הנשמה תהללויה, הללויה, כל הנשמה תהללויה, הללויה.
Please rise together, page 100, the final paragraph.
וברוך שם כבודו לעולם, וימלא כבודו על כל הארץ, אמן ואמן. ומצאת את לבבו נאמן לפניך. כמו אבן במים מזין, בו יאמינו באדוני ובמשיעתו. והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. נשמת כל חי, תברך את שמך.
You may be seated, page 104.
ברכי נפשי את אדוני, וכל קרבי את שם קודשו. האל בתעצומות עוזך, הגדול בכבוד שמך, הגיבור לנצח הנורא ונורצך, המלך היושב על כיסא רם ונישא.
Big breath, ready, go. Closer to the mic.
וקדוש שמו. וקדוש שמו. בפי ישרים תתעלה, ובדברי צדיקים תתברך, ובלשון חסידים תתרומם, ובקרב קדושים תתקדש,
ובמגעות לבבות, עמך בית ישראל.
להודות לעולם, לשבח לברך, לרומם להדר לברך, להלל וקלס, על כל דברי שירות, ותשבחות, דוד בן ישי, עבדך משיחך.
ישתבח שמך, לעד מלכנו. So far you guys are doing good. Berachot, ready, go.
ברכות והודות מעתה ועד עולם. ברוך אתה אדוני, אל מלך גדול בתשבחות, אל האדם
to present the whole first talit to Aliyah. Who speaks first?
Me.
You speak to the microphone. Pay attention.
The Torah tells us that man is a tree of the field. A tree is made up of roots, branches, and fruit. The roots are your foundation. Strong roots make a strong tree. We have tried to give you those roots by providing you with a strong family and a solid Jewish education. The branches form the structure and the shape of the tree. Those branches are the mitzvot that you do and the decisions that you make in the way you reach out and relate to others. The fruits are the nourishment that you give to your friends and others through your actions. Tzedek, tzedek, tirdof. Justice, justice shall you pursue. Your parsha lays out the foundation, the roots for all types of justice and responsibility a community has for itself and others. It talks about the growth and maturation of a society by putting judges at all of your gates. Your eyes and your body are your gates through which you experience the world. Up until now, like a parent, God has guided and supported and protected the Israelites. As they make their way into Canaan, God begins to give them the tools to live as a vital and moral community on their own. When you were younger, Daddy and I were the judges at your gates. We strengthened your roots, supported and protected your trunk by making the decisions as to what you were exposed to and what would influence your life. As you've matured and branched out, you began the process of becoming a bat mitzvah, the judge of your own gates, shaping your beautiful tree with what you believe is right and with whom you've chosen to have friendships. Becoming a bat mitzvah is all about becoming responsible for your actions. That does not mean you will always make the right decisions. It means that even when you stray, you are now responsible for the teshuvah, for repairing what you've done. Dearest Aliyah, we've watched you grow and mature into a truly interesting, exciting, moral, and beautiful young woman with strong ideas and beliefs and a confident voice of your own. Daddy and I would like you to know that as you continue to mature, we are always here for you, to listen to you, to support you, and to love you.
Yes. Aliyah, even though this reiterates some of Mom's words, I have shared and will continue to share my insights, experiences, thoughts, and words to help and guide you as you make your way in life. I will try to be an ear for you and then listen instead of trying to fix everything when all you need is my ear and provide a shoulder for you to lean on or cry on when that is what you need from me. My words for you today as you become a bat mitzvah. May your words, deeds, action, and voice continue to inspire and be an example to others. I will always love you and be here for you no matter where your life's journey takes you.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehitatef b'tzitzit.
Okay, thank you guys. See you soon. We continue the service. Please rise. Page 107. Baruch Hu. We bow two lines.
Baruch Hu et Adonai hamevorach. Baruch Adonai hamevorach leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu נפל ספילתך גואלנו ללמוד המשיח ואין דמך מושיענו לתחיית המתים. אל אדון כל המעשים ברוך וברא בפי כל נשמה תולה וטובה מלא עולם תתוקתונה סובבים אותו המתגאה חיית הקודש הנדר ובעולם המחווה חוט ומישור לפני חיסור חסד ורחמים לפני חבותם טובים מהארץ שברא אלוהינו יצר ודעת ובינה ובשכל כוח וגבורה נתן בהם להיות משלים בקרב תבל מלאים זיו ופיקים נוגה נאה זיווה בכל עולם שמחים בצאתם בזזים בעם עושים בהם הרצון קונה ערך אבות נותנים לשמה תורה ברינה וזכר מלכותו קרא לשמש וישרור רעד והציץ צורת הלבנה שבעת נותנים לו כל זבע מרום תפארת וגדולה דברים ויופנים וחיות הקודש לאל אשר שבת מכל המעשים. וכולם פותחים את פיהם בקדושה וטהרה בשירה ובזמרה ומברכים ומשבחים ומבורים ומעריצים ומקדישים וממליכים את שם וכולם מקבלים עליהם עול מלכות שמיים זה מזה ונותנים רשות זה לזה להקדיש ליוצרו בנחת רוח בשפה ברורה ומידת קדושה כולם כאחד עונים ואומרים ביראה קדוש 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 אדוני צבאות מלך כל הארץ כבודו ואלפנים וחיות הקודש ברעש גדול מתנשאים ליום הצרפים ליום הטעם משבחים ואומרים ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו. חדש על ציון תאריך ונזכה כולנו מהרה להורות ברוך אתה אדוני יוצר המאורות. להודות לך ולייחד לך באהבה ברוך אתה אדוני הבוחר בעמו ישראל
words of Shema Yisrael are found on page 112.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'atecha ve'hayu advarim ha'ele asher Anochi metzavecha hayam alevavecha v'shinatam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha v'techa uvlevtecha b'derech ושבתך ובגונך ושרתם להיות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. לדור ודור קיים ושמו קיים וכיסו נכון ומלכותו ואמונתו לעד קיימת. על אבותינו ועלינו על בנינו ועל דורותינו ועל כל דורות זרע ישראל עבדיך. גואלנו גואל אבותינו יוצרנו טוב ישועתנו בעודנו מצילנו מעולם שמך אין אלוהים זולתך. תהילות לעליון ברוך ומבורך משה ובני ישראל לכנו שירה בשמחה רבה ואמרו כולם מי כמוך האלים אדוני מי כמוך נדור בקודש נורא תהילות אוסף אלה. שירה חדשה שיבחו גאולים לשמך שפת הים יחד כולם הודו והמליכו ויאמרו אדוני מלך לעולם ועד.
Together.
Zor Yisrael, Umot Be'ezras Yisrael, Uvdekinu
turn to page 115b, so Leah leads us in the Cheke Kedusha of the morning prayer, the Amidah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ahel Hagadol Hagibor ve'Hanora נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום. ככתוב על יד נביאך, בכרז אל זה נאמר. קדוש, 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 אדוני צבאות, מלך כל הארץ כבודו. אז בקול רעש גדול, אדיר וחזק משמיעים קול, מתנשאים ליום השרפים, ליום הטוב, ברוך יאמרו, ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו. ממקומך, ממקומך מלכנו, ממקומך מלכנו תופיע, ותמלוך, ותמלוך עלינו, כי מחכים אנחנו לך. מתי תמלוך, מתי תמלוך בציון, בקרוב בימינו. נצחים קדושתך נגיש בשבחך לא נהיה לפינו למוש לעולם ועד כי על מלך גדול וקדוש אתה ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
Page 117 and following, silent words of the Amidah, a few moments of private prayer and reflection, the conclusion of which you may be seated.
יקרא וקרא שמי רבה בעמדי ברכותי והמליך מלכותי וחייכון ובמכון חיי בכל בית ישראל בגלה בזמן קריך והימרו שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עמיה יתברך וישתבח יתבר ויתרומם ויתנשא ותדר ויתגלה ותגלה שמי לקודשה אמן כבוד אחד וישועת ותשפחה ונחמת דמרם ורמן וימרו תקבל צלתון ובאתון דחוי של קרמה ודון די בשמיה וימרו ויש למרבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו וכל ישראל וימרו עשה שלום במרומיו ויעשה
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome to Valley Best Shalom. Mazel Tov to the Sternberger family. Aliyah, whenever you're ready, we're happy to give you a contract, and you're welcome to be a chazan here anytime. You won't have to wear a blue robe anymore, I promise. It's good to see everyone here. Shabbat Shalom. It is now the middle of September. Not that anyone's counting, but tomorrow is the Cowboys versus the Giants opening football game. I think probably I'm the one that's most excited about that, but it must mean, though, oh yeah, that's right. There's people here from my congregation in Plano, Texas, where I grew up, so it's nice to have you here. In fact, you play mahjong with my mother, which is really nice, and you get season tickets to the Texas Rangers with my dad. So it's nice to have family friends here. So it is the middle of September. It is the air is not yet changed to what we would call the rainy or the cool season here, but God willing, it will one day soon. But it is time for the summer to be over, and it's time for us to get to know each other again and catch up a little bit. So we can't pray together unless we know each other. So I'd like everyone to stand up, maybe turn to someone you actually don't know, and introduce yourself to them. Say hello, wish them peace, wish them Shabbat Shalom. It's really nice to have everyone here today. We're about to begin the Torah Service, so if you've been honored with opening the Ark or carrying the Sefer Torah, please come up to the Bima, including Seema and Howard Moss, Ilana and Jerry Charlin, Jerry Naftalin, Jason, please come up, David Michaelovich, Shirley Lowy, please come forward. We're going to turn now to page 139 in our blue cedar room as we prepare to take out the Torah. I ask you actually to please rise as we open the Ark and begin our Torah service together.
Heilig Kamocha va'Elohim Adonai v'yein kemasecha malchutecha malchut kol olamim umemjaldecha bechol edor v'ador Adonai.
Yes.
Adonai Eloh le'olam eloed. Adonai ozil yamo yitein. Adonai yevarech el damo v'shalom. Zonecha Etzion Tivne Chormot Yerushalayim Tivne Chormot Yerushalayim Vayomer Moshe Huema Adonai V'yaf V'yanuzu V'zadecha Yivanecha Ki Mitzion Te'etei Torah Torah, Torah. Yahweh Israel, Verich Shemei, Demorei, Olem, Verich Hitroch, Veatroch, Yut. Veyanarachit, Velishmei Gadisha, Kadisha Yakira, Anoimari, Lul Bechali, Veyanarachit, Veyanarachit, Velishmei Kadisha, Kadisha Yakira, Anoimari, Luz Bechol, Yeherava, Kadava. Yishlam.
Amen.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Eloheinu, Gadol, Adoneinu, Kadosh Shema. Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adoneinu,
Elul Adonai iti, uneromema Shema Yachidav. Ve'agloria, ve'aniveret, ve'anetzach, ve'ahod, ki chol bashamayim u'va'aretz, ki chol bashamayim u'va'aretz, lechol Adonai amar lecha, yamin hazeh lechol rosh. From Adonai Eloheinu, V'ishtachavu, Madom Aglam, Kadosh Hu, Kadosh Hu. Romemu, Adonai Eloheinu, V'ishtachavu le'ari kodesho, ki kadosh Adonai, ki kadosh Adonai,
ki kadosh Adonai
Eloheinu. Lam menazeach, shir mizmor, aviu l'Adonai, kol haaretz. Lam menazeach, הביאו לאדוני, כל הארץ למנצח, שיר מזמור, הביאו לאדוני, כל הארץ. על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים, העולם עומד. על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים, העולם עומד. על התורה ועל העבודה ועל גמילות חסדים, על התורה ועל העבודה ועל גמילות חסדים, על התורה ועל העבודה ועל גמילות חסדים, על התורה ועל העבודה ועל גמילות חסדים. האר עינינו בתורתך, דבק לבנו במצוותיך, ויחי לבבינו גאווה וליראה את שמך, שלא נבוש ולא נקרא ולא נקשר לעולם ועד. העלינו בתורתך, דבק לבנו במצוותיך, ויחי לבבינו גאווה וליראה את שמך.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Please have a seat. You can put those blue Sidurim away. Take out the red Chumashim. We'll do a little study and reading of the Torah this morning. Really nice to see have everyone here and to see everyone here. "14 years ago on this Shabbos, this very Shabbos, I was in Plano, Texas. And Ron asked me actually just a second ago, he said, "How quickly do you get back into your Texas drawl?" I said, "From the moment I get off the airplane." Well, I was with my wife, Sarah. We took the family back to Texas and get off the airplane. And by the time I got to the rental car, Sarah started looking at me all funny. And by the time we left the rental car parking lot with that, the woman who sits in the little kiosk there checking your documents, right? I'm talking to her, and Sarah, my wife, is staring at me like I'm an alien. And by the time we get on the freeway to head, to get on LBJ to head up to Plano, she's like laughing and looking at me, and she's like, "I don't know who you are, but you're not the man I married." So to answer your question, Ron, I get back in my Texas drawl in about 90 seconds after I land in Texas. So anyway, 14 years ago on this Shabbos was my bar mitzvah. So this is actually my bar mitzvah Torah portion. This was great to share it with Aliyah. And I had my bar 24 years ago. Thank you. See this on. When I entered rabbinical school, they looked at my GRE scores and they saw my verbal and my logic score, and they're like very impressive, and they asked me about my math score, and they thought it was like a mistake. And I said, "Yeah, I thought it was a mistake too. I've never scored that high in a test ever in math." Anyway, so I guess it was 24 years ago was my bar mitzvah. I got bar mitzvahed at a very small congregation, and we were in a storefront on Custer Road. And we filled the room with 85 people, right? That was like as much as we could fit. But this Torah portion is not only my favorite because it happens to be my bar mitzvah portion, which means for Aliyah, I'll be watching very carefully how you read it. It's a very high bar you have to attain. But it really is, I think, one of the most important Torah portions that is in the book of Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy, of course, being the last book of the Torah, it's Moses' sort of last will and testament to the people. Here he is. They're all ready to go in the promised land. He's brought them all the way across for 40 years. He's seen an entire generation grow up underneath him. He's about to die. He's about to leave this world. He will not get into the promised land with them. So he asks this question. He says, what will it take to keep our people going in the next generation, the generation that did not experience the Exodus, a generation that did not see God at Mount Sinai? What will keep us going? And so 50 chapters of text later, he finally finishes his speech and he passes away, and that's how the Torah ends. This section, this week's Torah portion, my Torah portion, is about judges and justice. In fact, the most important line in the Torah portion, one can argue, is tzedek, tzedek tirdof, justice, justice shall you pursue, which I'll talk a little bit about at the sort of my talk before Musaf today. But what's important, at least for me, to begin the conversation and for us to think about is simply this. Why does God, who's supposed to be omniscient and all-powerful, and us who, if you're a traditionalist, you believe in God's reward and punishment. After all, Rosh Hashanah is coming, and we talk about it all the time, right? We're written into the book of life, and we want God to write us into the book of life, right? Why does God require us to pursue justice when that seems to be God's job? Why is it that in a world where in the Torah, if what people typically understand as religion is if you do good, good things will happen to you, and if you do bad things will happen to you. If you want to be written in the book of life for next year, you better be a good mensch, and if you're not, God is sort of like, seeing who's naughty or nice, right? So what's the purpose of us pursuing justice? Where is our actual agency in that question? As opposed to just being there hoping that we don't get punished or rewarded by God? Where is our partnership in that? And what does that teach us actually more about God as much as it teaches about ourselves? The command, the double command to pursue justice, it sits right in the center of that theological question, of one which is really, really important for us to understand as modern Jews in a very open democratic society, of what faith really requires of us and asks of us and invites us into. And it's all here in this Torah portion. And so just one little piece, and then we'll get started with the reading. The first part of the Torah portion says that no leader can do it alone. There's no single leader, charismatic or otherwise, who can carry a community by him or herself. And that's why we have to appoint and have a structure of magistrates and judges who understand the law in a very deep way and are humble to the law as much as they are humble to themselves and their own ethics, to really say, what is this life about? What is the life living in community really about? And Aliyah is going to speak a little bit about that today too. So we're going to begin our Torah reading this morning on page 1088, Parshat Shoftim. It's meditation on community, on life, and ultimately on justice. We call the first Aliyah.
ויעזור ויגן ויושיע לכל החוסים בו ונאמר אמן. הכל לתורה תורה יעמדו הורי הבת מצווה. יעקב בן אברהם ורבקה ואשתו נעמה בת אליאור ופרומה ראשונים. ברוך שנתן תורה לעמו ישראל בקדושתו, ואתם הדבקים באדוני אלוהיכם חיים כולכם היום.
Baruch et Adonai Hamborah.
ברוך אדוני. repeat.
Baruch Adonai Hamborah le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה. אמן.
שופטים ושוטרים, תיתן לך בכל שעריך, אשר אדוני אלוהיך נותן לך לשפטיך, ושפטו את המשפט צדק. לא תטה משפט, לא תכיר פנים, ולא תיקח שוחד, כי השוחד יעבר עיני חכמים, ויסלף דברי צדיקים. צדק צדק תרדוף, למען תחיה, וירשת את הארץ, אשר אדוני אלוהיך נותן לך.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Move to my side. יעמדו אליאור בן שמואל וחנה ופרומה בת ראובן וחווה לעלייה השנייה.
ברכו את אדוני המבורך.
ברוך אדוני.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
אמן. לא תיטע לך אשר הכל עץ על מזבח, אדוני אלוהיך אשר תעשה לך, ולא תקים לך מצבה אשר שונא אדוני אלוהיך לא תזבח. אדוני אלוהיך שור ועשה, אשר יבוא מום כל דבר רע, כי טובת אדוני אלוהיך הוא.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת, וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Go back.
Stay there, stay here, stay here, stay here, stay here, stay here. Julie, I need you to scoot over for a second. Thank you. Ed and Francis, I feel so tall now that I'm standing.
Yeah, and I feel very short.
Let's do that, okay. I understand that you had a wedding anniversary last week. How many years?
56.
56 years. Wow, amazing. So
She
this
was our anniversary present.
she was your anniversary present. Congratulations. That's the gift that keeps on giving, I suppose.
Right, that's right.
So this week's, Shoftim is about justice, right? So we know how marriage justice works, right? Right, you're always right, and
She's right.
right, she's right. And anytime you actually think that you're right, you just have to refer to the first maxim, which is she's always right. Right, okay. It's like the difference between being in love and being married. Being in love is sitting on the couch, getting your favorite takeout, watching your favorite movie with the person you love, right? That's amazing. Being married is deciding where to put the couch, what to order for takeout, and what movie to watch, right? Anyway, it's so beautiful to have you here. And it's beautiful to have your family, many generations of your family here to celebrate with us here at Valley Beth Shalom and to be part of this community in such an integral way. We give you a blessing for your anniversary. Mishaberach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak Yaakov, Sarah Rivka Bracha Leah, Huvarech Elior ben Shmuel v'Chana, v'yed Fruma bat Reuven v'Chava, v'alu lichvod hamakom lichvod haTorah lichvod haShabbat. HaKodesh Baruch Hu yishmor aleihem, v'yishlach bracha aleihem. Amen. May God, who is the source of blessing of the ancient husbands and wives of Israel, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and their wives, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, give blessings to you, Eddie, and to Francis on your 56th wedding anniversary. May you continue to build a beautiful home filled with love and respect and children and grandchildren. and maybe great-grandchildren, God willing, one day. And may you always share the love and teach us the way for maintaining a relationship for 56 years and for many more. And together we say, Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, shechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu, b'zman hazeh, mazel tov.
קול יישמע וירא יהודה ובחוצות ירושלים קול ששון וקול שמחה קול חתן קול ששון וקול שמחה כל חתן וכל כלה ליי 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 כל ששון וכל שמחה כל חתן וכל כלה כל ששון וכל שמחה כל חתן וכל Mazel tov.
Mazel tov. Call the third aliyah.
The third day you will find on page 1090. 1090. תעמוד רבקה בת יצחק ורחל לעלייה השלישית. Touch the door here. Touch it. Touch the door. Kiss it. ברכו את. ברכו את אדוני המבורך. ברוך אדוני מבורך לעולם ועד. ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד. ברוך.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar
בנו מכל העמים ונתן את תורתו.
Baruch atah Adonai noten
אמן. כי מצא בקרבך באחד שברך, אשר אדוני אלוהיך נותן לך, איש או אישה, אשר יעשה את הרע בעיני אדוני אלוהיך לעבור בריתו, וילך ויעבוד אלוהים אחרים וישתחו להם ולשמש ולירח לכל צבא שמיים אשר לא ציוויתי והוגד לך ושמעת ודרשת היטב והנה אמת נכון הדבר נעשתה התועבה הזאת בישראל.
ברוך אתה
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chei olam, nota v'tu shenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha-Torah.
יעמדו שרון בת יוסף ודוריס, איתן ודניאל ושרון, דניאל בן יוסף ודוריס, אסתר בת רחמיאל ודבורה לעלייה רביעית. Kiss the Torah. Okay. Kiss the Torah. Come on, guys. Together. ברכו את go.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvarach.
ברוך
Remember לעולם ועד.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu Torto. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha-Torah.
אמן. והוצאת את האיש ההוא, את האישה ההיא אשר עשו את הדבר הרע הזה אל שערך את האיש או את האישה, וסקלתם באבנים ומתו, על פי שניים עדים. שלוש עדים יומת המת, לא יומת על פי עד אחד. יד העדים תהיה בראשונה להמיתו, ויד חולם באחרונה, וביארת הרע מקרבך.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nata betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Move to my side. יעמדו החזן, הרשל בן ברוך ושרה, ואת חיים בן אברהם ושרה, לעלייה חמישית.
Set, go. Go. Baruch hu et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Havarach Leolam Vaed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
אמן. כי יפלא ממך דבר למשפט, בין דם לדם, בין דין לדין, ובין נגע לנגע, דברי ריבות בשעריך, וקמת עליתה אל המקום אשר יבחר אדוני אלוהיך בו, ובאת אל הכהנים הלווים ואל השופט אשר יהיה בימים ההם, ודרשת והגידו לך את דבר המשפט, ועשית על פי הדבר אשר יגידו לך מן המקום ההוא אשר יבחר אדוני, ושמרת לעשות ככל אשר יורוך.
Baruch
atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nata betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Don't quit your day job. Oh, wait. Mr. Goff. Call the 6 Aliyah.
תעמוד אביטל בת אברהם ושרה לעלייה השישית.
Baruch et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai Mevorach Leolam Vaed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, ve'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
אמן. על פי התורה אשר יורוך אל המשפט אשר מרו לך תעשה, לא תסור מן הדבר אשר יגידו לך ימין ושמאל, והאיש אשר יעשה בזדון לבלתי שמעו על הכהן העומד משרת שם את אדוני אלוהיך, או אל השופט ומת האיש ההוא, ובירת העם ישראל, וכל העם ישמעו ויראו ולא יזידון עוד.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, נותן התורה.
Come here, Mars. So, we know that your work with helping us with Jewish World Watch is an amazing and powerful part of your Jewish identity and part of our community. Helping and bringing a Jewish voice to help those who are not Jewish across the world to prevent genocide is a very powerful and amazing calling. But every once in a while, each one of us, as much as we are outward facing and trying to help those in need, also turn inwards to say, well, who are we and who are our people? And on Monday, you've decided to do that. On Monday, you are taking a pilgrimage to Israel, and we want to wish you a special trip and a special pilgrimage, and that you will go out and come back to us with renewed vigor and spirit with all the work that you do. So let's give you a blessing. Mishaberach Avloteinu Avraham Yitzchak Yaakov. So Rabbi Kabrachavalehu Verechet. Avital ben But Avraham Vesar She'alu Lichvod HaMakom Lichvod HaShabbat Lichvod HaTorah HaKodesh Baruch Hu Yishmor Aleha V'yadricheha leHa'aretz Kodshenu V'tadricheha b'shalom V'tazchezreinu b'shalom V'yishlach bracha V'kol ma'aseh yadei v'nomar Amen. May God, who is the source of all the sojourners amongst our people, give blessings to you, Marcy, as you've come today before the Torah and the community. May you go out in peace and come back in peace, and may you always be blessed in all that you do. And together we say, Amen. Mazel tov v'nesia tova.
יברכך השם מציון וראה בטוב ירושלים יברכך השם מציון כל ימי ימי חייך וראה יבנים ולבניך שלום ישראל וראה יבנים ולבניך שלום על ישראל וראה ולבניך שלום על ישראל וראה לבניך שלום על ישראל.
Yes, Malka bat Nisim v'Perla.
David, but Avraham and Rachel.
David ben Avraham ורחל לעלייה שביעית.
Baruch hu et Adonai HaBarach. Baruch Adonai HaBarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natananu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. כי תבואו אל הארץ אשר אדוני אלוהיך נותן לך וירשת וישבת בה ואמרת אשים עלי מלך ככל הגויים אשר סביבותי שום תשים עליך מלך אשר יבחר אדוני אלוהיך בו מקרב אחיך תשים עליך מלך לא תוכל לתת עליך איש נוכרי אשר לא אחיך הוא רק לא ירבה לו סוסים ולא ישיב את העם מצרימה למען הרבות סוס ואדוני אמר לכם לא תוסיפו לשוב בדרך הזה עוד ולא ירבה לו נשים ולא יסור לבבו בכסף וזהב לא ירבה לו
נתן לנו את תורת אמת, וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו.
Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה בעולמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמרה במבורך לעולם ולעולמיה יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונעמתה דמירן ואמרו אמן.
Welcome to Our Lady of Perpetual Simcha. There is never an end of the amount of wonderful things that happen here at Valley Beth Shalom. It is your 47th anniversary, and we need to call you up. Not that you're in competition, right? Not that you're in competition with anyone else. Yeah, they'll wait.
Okay.
This one's, Scott, this one's for you. John Wooden once said that life is full of peaks and valleys, but the trick is to not let the peaks get too high or the valleys get too low. And while as true as that is, here's a deeper truth, which is no matter how high the peaks are, or no matter how low the valleys are, as long as you have someone to walk the world with, it will be okay.
Yeah, thank you.
And on your 47th anniversary, we wish you many more travels together on the path of life through hopefully more peaks and hopefully not too many more valleys. And that the resilience the two of you have together shows the deep love, compassion, and deep partnership that the two of you have that I think all of us wish to emulate in our marriages. Mishaberach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yavkov Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah Hu Yivarech. What is your Hebrew name?
Malka.
Malka bat
Nisim B'Perlan.
Nisin v'Perlan
David
David
Ben Abraham
ben Avraham
Rachel.
v'Rachel. She'achlu l'chvod hamakom l'chvod haTorah l'chvod haShabbat. HaKodesh Baruch Hu yamshichem lidroch bait v'Yisrael v'yichansu ahava achava v'reid bait. May God, who is the partner to each one of us, continue the love and partnership the two of you share. As you've come today before the community, before this Torah, and before Shabbat, may you continue to build up your house with love, affection, happiness, and partnership. And may everything you do be touched with peace. And together we say, Amen. Mazel tov.
O Yishma be'arei Yehuda, u'lechutz Yerushalayim. O Yehuda, u'lechutz Yerushalayim. Kol sason ve'kol simcha, kol chatan ve'kol gala. Kol sason, kol simcha, kol chatan ve'kol gala. בהרי יהודה ובחוצות ירושלים עוד ישמע בהרי יהודה ובחוצות ירושלים. מזל טוב.
תעמוד הבחורה בת מצווה אליה בת יעקב ונעמה מפטירה חזקי חזקי. Page 1106, verse 7.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvarach.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים, ונתן לנו את תורתו, ברוך אתה אדוני, נזיר התורה. וענו ואמרו ידינו, לא שפכו את הדם הזה, ועינינו לא ראו כפר. לעמך ישראל אשר פדית אדוני, ואל תיתן דם נקי בקרב עמך ישראל, ונכפר להם הדם, ואתה תברך הדם הנקי מקרבך, כי תעשה הישר בעיני אדוני. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת, וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
יעמדו המגביה והגוללת.
We rise together as we lift and bind the Sefer Torah.
וזאת התורה אשר שמו לפני בני ישראל על פי אדוני ביד משה.
You may be seated. We turn now in our read Humashim to page 1108. Aliyah will be reading for us the Haftarah for this week's Torah portion, preceded by a few of her own thoughts and comments on this week's Torah portion.
Shabbat Shalom. This week's Torah portion, Shoftim, is one that I believe to be the foundation of the continuation of the Torah and of the earlier civilizations of Israel. Before entering Israel, Moses is asked by God to inform the Israelites of the commands and lifestyles they were to live by, along with the respect and structure with God they should have. One of the most important rules consisted of the judicial system and the laws of the social stature. Tzedek, tzedek tirdof, or justice, justice shall you pursue, but only according to the morals that God instilled upon the judges, generals, and kings. That is what I am here to teach you today, the laws of the judge, general, and king. As for the judges, the Torah portion is even named after them, as a large section describes their leading roles in the community. They were to be just and accept no bribes, as that would alter one's sense of rightful judgment. The situations weren't always easy to solve, but a human life was almost always put first. If a citizen disagreed with a judge, they would be stoned to death, but in order for them to be convicted of any crime, especially murder, there had to be 2 or more witnesses. If there are not 2 or more witnesses, then the citizen is proven not guilty, because the law stated that justice is more important than revenge. The judge is given the power to kill, but the Torah tells us to give the accused every chance possible to prove innocence. When besieging a neighboring city, the Israelites must first offer peace and surrender to give every possible chance at escape. The general, although possessing the most power, must lay down a peaceful choice. Generals, like judges, have been given a license to kill, but they must always begin on the peaceful path. The law always prefers peace over wars. The king's importance and stature is mostly in the title and the leadership in battles and rituals. He can't live a decadent life with extravagant clothing, gold, and jewelry. He also can't have many wives and must be loyal to one. God set these rules in order to make sure that the man that he saw fit as king did not see himself as God, and so his sense of justice and morals was not impaired by his wealth and power. God also wanted to make sure that the king abided by these laws and stuck with them. So the future king was commanded to write his own copy of the Torah that he would read every day to remind him of the just law and loyalty to God that he should have. This ensures that the power does not go to his head, and that he may better govern the Israelites by living the life he is meant to improve. Like the judge and the general, the king is given great power, but he must follow the law, which favors humility over hubris. As a bat mitzvah, I am transferring into an ideological adulthood. Becoming an adult, or in my case, teenager, consists of multiple new responsibilities. In modern-day society and in a Jewish community, I received the title adult in shul, but in the world I am still a kid with far less responsibilities as my parents. It's similar to when my parents or grandparents asked me on my 10th birthday, "How do you feel now that you're double digits?" The same as I had the day before. Growing up and becoming an adult is more about a level of maturity than age. The king's rules are less about gaining stature and social hierarchy, but more of growing up. Whereas a mature adult or king, you have to be able to embody the rules of kindness and morals included within the Jewish law. Being an adult and a Jew in itself means pursuing the law and living by it. We as Jews love the Jewish law and sense of justice. We meditate and focus on it, and we have brought a different religion to the world because of this. In Jewish marriage, we have a ketubah, as the actual marriage is about obligation rather than entirely love. We think about the future instead of being overly caught up in the moment. As a Jewish teenager in an amazing Jewish community, I follow and embrace the rituals and laws, especially today. All in all, being king under God's rule was similar to becoming an adult or bat mitzvah as I am today. We can all chronologically be bar or bat mitzvahed, but to mentally and spiritually mature is the real step to becoming an adult. Being an adult would also be necessary to withhold the position of a just judge or general and have a morally and spiritually strong mind. It is, after all, called a bat mitzvah, and you have to be able to have the sense of justice and compassion to reach out and accomplish these things for yourself and others to thrive. In life, you can be physically old enough for a wide variety of jobs and opportunities, but only mental maturity and capability will determine how far you get. For me, I couldn't head into high school or college if I was just a certain age. I would need to be diligent in school and work for the position. You also have to have the right perception of justice and common sense to make decisions for and about yourself and others, as both the judge, general, and king would. Due to the rules that God had provided and the state of maturity and justice possessed by the people chosen by God to lead, the civilization of the Israelites have founded the responsibilities and opportunities for the Jewish community to blossom and thrive, starting with the new generations taught with meaningful Judaic values. These role models, the judge, the general, and the king, were chosen to be Jewish leaders because of the law. From these leaders sprung forth a long history of justice and morals, and because of this, our community grows off of these traditions and laws and in our own special way. For me, however, this could not have happened without my support, starting with my parents, who always provided the best opportunities and almost always the best results, even if I didn't want them at first. I would also like to thank my grandparents, uncle, and sister for always nudging me to go forwards and loving me on the way. Although for today, I needed a path to follow to learn the prayers that I have. For that, I would like to thank Cantor Fox, Cantor Toby, Cantor Barron, and Yossi. A large amount of my support and learning came from all of them, and especially Rabbi Feinstein for all of my academic years, and the supporting community that is here with me today. I would also like to thank Rabbi Farkas for helping me write and refine my speech, and all of my teachers for further instilling my love of Judaism. Shabbat Shalom. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar benviim tovim v'ratzav divrehem hanemarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai habocher b'Torah u'v'Moshe avdo u'v'Yisrael amo u'v'nbiei hamet v'tzedek. Anochi, Anochi, hu menachemchem, miyad v'tirei meno shamut, u'miben adam chatzir yinaten, v'tishkach Adonai yosecha, noten shamayim v'yosed haaretz, v'tefachet tamid kol hayom, mipnei chamat hametzik, kasher konen lehashrit, v'yeh chamat hametzik, mihar tzoreh lehipateach, v'lo yamud lashachat, v'lo yechzar lachmo. V'anochi Adonai Elohecha rogayam v'yehemu kalav Adonai tzevot shemo v'asim devarai beficha uv'tzel yadi kisiticha linto hashamayim v'lisod oretz v'lemor l'tzion hamihata Hitoreri, hitoreri Kumi Yerushalayim ירושלים אשר שתית מיד אדוני את כוס חמתו את קובת כוס התרעלה שתית מצית אין מנהלה מכל בנים ילדה ואין מחזיק בידה מכל בנים גידלה שתיים הנה קוראותייך מי ינוד לך השוד והשבר והרע והחרב מי ינחמך וענייך ולפוש החבו לראש כל חוצות כתום יחמר המלאים חמת אדוני קראת אלוהיך לכן שמינה זאת ענייה ושבועת ולא מיין כה אמר אדונייך אדוני ואלוהיך יריב אמר הנה לקחתי מידך את כוס התרעלה את קובת כוס חמתי לא תוסיפי לשתותה עוד ושמתיה ביד מגעיך אשר אמרו לנפשך שכי בנעברה ותשימי חררת קבך בחחוץ לא ברים אורי אורי לבשי עוזך ציון לבשי בגדי תפארתך ירושלים עיר הקודש כי לא יוסיף יברך עוד הרל וטמא יתנערי מעפר קומי שבי ירושלים יפתחי מוסרת צווארך שבייה בת ציון כי כה אמר אדוני חינם נמכרתם ולא בכסף תגאלו כי כה אמר אדוני אלוהים מצרים ירד עמי בראשונה לגור שם ואשור באפס השקר ואתה מליפון אדוני כי לוקח עמי חינם משלב יהלילון אדוני ותמיד כל היום שמימינו רץ לכן ידע מי שמי לכן ביום ההוא כי אני הוא המדבר הנני מה נבוא על ההרים רגלי מבשר משמיע שלום מבשר טוב משמיע ישועה אומר לציון מלאך אלוהיך כל צופייך נשאו כל יחדיו ירננו כי עין בעין יראו ושוב אדוני ציון פיצחו רננו יחדיו חורבות ירושלים כי ניחם אדוני עמו קהל ירושלים חשף אדוני יצרו קודשו לעיני כל הגויים וראו כל ארצי הארץ את ישועת אלוהינו צורו צורו צאו משם טמא אל תיגעו צאו מתוכם היברו נעשה כלי אדוני כי לא בחיפזון תצאו ובמנוסה לא תלכון כי הולך לפניכם אדוני ומוסיפכם אלוהי ישראל ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם צור כל העולמים צדיק בכל הדורות אל הנאמן האומר ויעשה המדבר ומקיים שכל דבריו אמת וצדק נאמן אתה הוא אדוני אלוהינו ונאמנים דבריך ודבר אחד מדבריך אחור לא ישוב ריקם כי אל מלך נאמן ורחמן אתה ברוך אתה אדוני האל הנאמן בכל דבריו רחם על ציון כי בית חיינו ולעלובת נפש תושיע במהרה בימינו ברוך אתה אדוני משמח ציון בבניה. שמחנו, אדוני אלוהינו, באליהו הנביא עבדך, ובמלכות בית דוד משיחך, במהרה יבוא ויגל ליבנו, על כיסאו לא ישב זר, ולא ינחלו עוד אחרים את כבודו, כי בשם קודשך נשבעת לו, שלא יכבדהו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן דוד. על התורה ועל העבודה ועל הנביאים ועל כל השבועות הזה שנתת לנו, אדוני אלוהינו, לקדושה ולמנוחה, לכבוד ולתפארת. על הכל, אדוני אלוהינו, אנחנו מודים לך ומברכים אותך, יתברך שמך בפי כל חי, תמיד לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני, מקדש השבת.
Mazel tov is Simmentov, Mazel tov is Simmentov, Simmentov, Mazel tov is Simmentov, Mazel tov is Simmentov, Mazel tov is Simmentov, Oh, lechol Yisrael, Yeilanu, oh, lechol Yisrael, David Melech Yisrael, Chai v'kayam, David Melech Yisrael, Chai v'kayam. Mazel tov.
We've invented the human vacuum cleaner. It's amazing. You make a mess, and in like 20 seconds, it's completely cleaned up. It's a matter. Now, if only they did that with Legos, right? Aliyah, it's great being up here with you. You taught us something really, really important, that there are three main characters whom the story of this Torah portion is wrapped around. You have the judge, right? You have the general, and you have the king. And each one of these men, each one of these men in this Torah portion, it has a license to use ultimate power, but the Torah tells them that they're not allowed to. The judge can convict anyone and sentence them to death, but in order to get there, they have to go through a very long process to ensure the innocence of the accused. The general can sentence a whole city to death, but as you taught us, has to surround the city only on three sides, allowing those who wish to capitulate and leave a place to leave. You have to offer peace first. You go through a very long process before you besiege a city. And the king, whom we understand kings to have this mighty power, has to write his own Sefer Torah and has to live by those laws and has to put a yoke around his neck, figuratively speaking, to keep himself from abusing that power. There's one more character. It's not in the Torah portion, but it's important for us today, and that's the child. Now, you only have like a few months left of being a kid. In just a few years, you're going to head off to college, hopefully someplace great, maybe on a music scholarship. But so between now and then, you are half the girl you are and half the girl you were and half the woman you are yet to be. But there's something we need to learn from the power of being a child. You see, children go through the world not wondering necessarily how they are going to make mistakes, but just how things work. You've never seen awe and wonder like you see in the face of a child who learns something new about themselves or about the world around them. And then in this Torah portion, which is all about these laws of how we're going to live together and who it is that's going to teach us how to live together, we have to write the child into this story. Because someone like you, who is full of music and beauty, and someone who's full of sharp intelligence, brings a level of wonder back to the world again. We don't get mired and lost in the power of politics. And remember that Judaism is a heart with many rooms, and each chamber exercises a different part of our soul, but all of them must work together. Whether it's the political justice-seeking side or the spiritual awe-seeking side, that heart has to pump in coordination with itself to make the body and soul of a human being run. And so I want to say to you, as a blessing, that this Torah portion gives a voice to justice. It gives a voice to peace. It gives a voice to order. As you said, the law requires justice over vengeance, humility over hubris, peace over violence. But I also want to bring your voice of song and melody, to the conversation as well. And that when you go out in the world, you look back at us and say, these folks did right by me. In fact, look here in the first row. These are your parents, your grandparents, your uncle, aunts. In fact, why don't you guys stand up? This is your circle of community. These are the folks that live in the house/houses that are most important to you. These are the folks that you see on Sunday evening barbecues and listen to music to and swim with, take care of you, pick you up, drive your sister to gymnastics. This is the people that support and rear you. I'd like all the guests who've come from out of town to celebrate with you, all the extended family that is here to please rise. Go ahead, stand up. This is how we bless each other, is that you all have been now drafted into the blessing of a child. I'd like all your friends, all the folks with the blue kippas in the back, come on, stand up. You can put your phones down for a minute. Stand up. Anyone here who has been a guest, an invited guest, in fact, anyone who's a community member or is here just for a free lasagna, please stand up, because you are now part of this community and you have to bless Aliyah along with me. We bless you with the length of your days, the beauty and love and the music that you bring to the world. May you always sing on key and in harmony with all of us, but you also have to come back. You have to come back and understand that a voice for justice and a voice for peace isn't complete without a voice for beauty and love, and that the two work hand in hand together as our halakha and our agadah, as our law and our story of the Jewish people. May God bless you and keep you. May God's light and grace always shine down upon you. And may God show you a way to peace. And together we say, Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, shechianu v'kiyamanu v'higiyanu lazman. Praise your God who gives us our days, pours our lives together and pours life into us so we can pour it into you, and the hopes and dreams we have for you to pour it into the next generation. And together we say, Amen. Amen. You may be seated. Leah's going to lead us in the Psalm of Ashrei on page 151 in your blue cedar reading. Do you want this?
That's fine.
Around my collar.
Ashrei Ashrei Beitecha Ad Yalalu Chasela Ashrei Am Shekachala Ashrei Am Shadonai Elav Tehila LeDavid Aromimcha Elohai HaMelech Bavarcha Shimcha Le'olam Va'ed Echol Yom Avachecha Ala Shimcha Le'olam Va'ed Gadol Adonai Malal Me'od Ve'ligdulato En Cheker Torleto Yishabach Ma'asecha Ugvorotecha Yagidu Hadar Kevod Hodecha V'divrei Niplotecha Asicha Ve'zuz Notecha Yomeru Ugdulata Saprana Zecher Avtucha Yabihu Ve'tzitkatcha Yeranenu Chanun V'rachum Adonai Erech Alpaim Ugdol Chesed Tov Adonai Lekol V'rachamav Al Chol Ma'asav Yoducha Adonai Kol Ma'asecha V'chasidecha Yevarchucha Kevod Malchutcha Yomeru ובורתך ידברו, להודיע לבני אדם גרותיו, וכבוד הדר מלכותו, מלכותך מלכות כל עולמים, ומרים שם טובך בכל דור ודור. וחנוני לכל הנופלים, וזוקף לכל הכפופים, איני חולה לך יסברו, ואתה נותן להם את אכלה ביתו. פותח את ידיך, ומשביע לכל רצון. צדיק אדוני בכל דרכיו, וחסיד בכל מעשיו. כבוד אדוני לכל קוראיו, לכל אשר יקראו באמת. רצון יראה ויעשה, ואת שבתם ישמע ויושיעם. שומר אדוני את כל אוהביו, ואת כל השרים ישמיד. תהילת אדוני ידבר בי, יברך כל בשר שם קודשו לעולם ועד. ואנחנו נברך יה, מעתה ועד עולם. Hallelujah.
Friends, let us take a moment now to bless those who in our community who are ill. If there is somebody in your family or circle of friends that you'd like to lift up their name and say a blessing for it, please rise at this time as I recite the prayer for healing, the Mishaberach. Mishaberach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak Yaakov Sarah Rivka Rechav Aleah Vivarech Verpeh et Kol HaCholim B'Kila HaKadosha V'et Pamela Payet and Israel Benjamin Ben Yaakov, Dr. Jeffrey Michaelman, Yaakov Philip Ben Akiva, Rivka Reisel Bat Shifra, Jack Asor, Stanley Gottlieb, Levi Ben Chava, Yoshua Yaakov Ben Orna, Pamela Rabi Penina Bat Hadassah, and Barbara Goldman, Chaya Rachel Bat Simcha, and Sarah Bat Yafa, Shoshana Norian, Shoshana Bat Devora, Richard Zeitland, Kobe Grunwald, Yaakov Ben Margolit, Gilo Ben Leah, and David Zaskraut, Irina Krasanov, Esther Bat Rivka, Meryl Barr, Leah Bat Rosie Vibracha, Yaakov Schwartz, Yaakov Ben Brindle Chana, Yeshaya Elchanan Ben Mali, Emanuela Bat Sarah, Alec John Kennison, and Spencer Allen Season, Yisrael Avraham Ben Sivia, Gershom Ben Shoshana, Bachran Akavan, Meyer Yitzek, Sheldon Sands, Dr. Sam Ben Zakar, Ann Riven, Chana Ruchel Bat Moshe Halevi Vetsivia, Natalia Feya, Talia Bat Esther Yosef, and Linda Kubler, Emily Fight, Mordechai Ben Hinda, and Barbara June Scher. I'll pause now. Please add the names of those you wish to pray for. HaKodesh Baruch Hu, you who blessed our ancestors at the sea and in the desert, bless these ill friends through us, your witnesses. Give us the wisdom to impart to them courage and hope. Let them know that they have in our holy community men, women, and children who pray for the skill of the physician, who pray for the recovery of body and spirit, and out of the void and the vastness of the darkness, we say, let there be light. And together we say, Amen. You may be seated for just a moment. We're about to return the Sefer Torah to the Ark, and if you've been honored with carrying the Sefer Torah or opening the Ark, please come forward at this time, including Ramon, Margarita, Alejandra, and Ani Menchaca, Jeff Stern, Josh Kim, and Riley Stern, as well as Jason Stern and Jacob Edery. Please come forward at this time. And now I ask the congregation at this time to please rise as we return the Sefer Torah to the Ark. Page 153.
Yallelu et Shem Adonai ki nizgar Shemo levado havedo aleret v'shamayim hayarem keren leyamo teira lechol chasidav Livnei Yisrael, Amekerovo, Hallelujah. Mizmor leDavid, Avul Adonai B'Elim, Avul Adonai Kavod Baos, Avul Adonai Kevod Shemo, Ishlach Avul Adonai, Adonai Gvoedek, Kol Adonai Lamayim, El HaKavod Yiriyim, Adonai, Adamayim Rabim, Kol Adonai Bakoach, Kol Adonai Beyadav, Kol Adonai Shover Arazim, Vaishamer Adonai Edar Ze'al Vayarginem Gimoyer, Levanon Vesirion, Kemo Venerevi, Kol Adonai Chotzev Lavodei, Kol Adonai Achim Mirmar, Yar Adonai Mirmar Kadesh, Kol Adonai Chol Elai Alon, Vayachesov Yarosh, Vayichalov Kulo Mer Kavod, Adonai Lamavur Yavavajav, Vayeshev Adonai Melech Leolam, Adonai Oz Yamoidein, Adonai Yevarech et Amo Vashalom. Adonai Oz Leamo Yitein, Adonai Oz Leamo Yitein, Adonai Yevarech, Adonai Yevarech.
It's
Shabbos. You may be seated. Moment. It's still pretty early in the day, so I was thinking of reading my master's degree dissertation to each of you, if that's all right. Just kidding. It's nice to have everyone here. One of the greatest writers in American 20th century, late 20th century, his name was David Foster Wallace. David Foster Wallace was just a brilliant, interesting man. He wrote a number of amazing books. His most famous novel was called Infinite Jest. And it was a long, very long, almost 800-page meandering book, but it was considered to be a true work of postmodern literature. He actually wrote a short book and I mean a very, very short book, less than 100 pages and only about 150 words on a page, about cliches. Most people don't know this book, but I actually find it to be his most important. He talks about, in the introduction, he talks about cliches. What makes a cliche a cliche? Right? What makes a cliche a cliche? Something you've heard 100 times of how to be, right? One in the hand is two in the bush. What does that really mean? Right? And one in the hand, they're usually referring to birds or some kind of furry animal or creature that you would like to eat or get rid of, right? What you have in your hand is worth twice as much than hunting after something that you don't know, right? That's what a cliche, it's a cliche, right? He says, though, we as writers or we as creative people, we don't like using cliches because we want to be original. We want our thoughts to be new. We want to break new ground, right? Every PhD dissertation is supposed to bring something new to the world, right? That means that the slice of the pie gets ever thinner, right? That's why you have dissertations on literature about the particular use of ampersands in someone's particular writing over the course of, they can write a whole dissertation about that, right? But the truth is, and this is what makes him so great, is he says, I wish I could write an entire book just of cliches. And guess what? He wrote an entire book using just cliches. Because he says, and this is what's so amazing, he says cliches are important because they speak immortal truths about how to be in the world. And they use it with a paucity of language that can only come with refined thinking. Often we speak a lot and we use many, 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 many words to come to an idea. Philosophers have written massive books when you can sum it up in one sentence. In fact, many books are written with just one sentence, but they try to make it into an entire book, right? So, for example, there's a book called The Importance of Being Little. You can summarize it up on just the title. It's important to think like a child with its wonder and its awe, is what I talked to Aaliyah about. But then you can write 12 chapters about that, and then suddenly, it's a whole book. You can make a whole career on that. But the truth is you can boil it down to one important thought. Now, why do I say that? It's because in this Torah portion, there is one cliche. Tzedek, tzedek, tirdof. Justice, justice you shall pursue. The rabbis ask, well, why do you use the doubling of the language of justice? And then one of the answers, which is given so eloquently, is because if justice is actually the goal, you have to pursue it using just means. You can't use unjust means to pursue a just goal, because if you use unjust means to pursue a just goal, the goal no longer is just, it is something else. And that's why it uses the word tzedek and another word tzedek over again. Tzedek, tzedek, tirdov. Right? I don't think there's a Jewish lawyer in the world that doesn't have that somewhere in their office. But here's the power of that cliche. You shall surely pursue justice. Justice, justice shall you pursue. The amazing thing is not the word tzedek or the other word tzedek. It's the word tirdov, which means that you shall pursue. I'll break it down for a minute. The word rodef means a pursuer. Now, typically, a rodef is a pursuer for a vengeful or illegal act. In fact, the laws of the rodef are really about laws of self-defense. If someone is coming to pursue you to do harm, you can prevent them from doing harm by acting on them, and you will not be held liable for those damages if you can prove that person was coming to try to kill you. Self-defense. But here that word is flipped, and it really means about each one of us is a rodef. Now, what does it mean to pursue? Does it mean we'll ever arrive at justice? I don't know. It says, tzedek, tzedek, tirdof. It doesn't mean tzedek, tzedek, you will be, right? Tihiyeh. It's tirdof. The other piece, which is really, really important, which I want to focus the rest of my comments on, is that letter tuf. Tuf is a prefix, tirdof, right? Tuf, right? It means you. It means you. It is in the command form, it means you. That's the prefix for the word you. And so this is, I think, the deepest question of that cliche, which is, why? Why is it written in the Torah at all that we have to pursue justice? If you look at the rest, if you look at the rest of the theology of Deuteronomy, it seems to say that the one who holds justice to book is not the human being, but God. I'll give you a perfect example. Second paragraph of the Shema. What does it say? If you do good things in the world and you act the way you're supposed to and you be a mensch, then you'll get good rains on time and you'll have lots of harvest. But if you follow the ways of other people and you worship their idols, what will happen to you? The land will dry up and you will be kicked out. So the theology of that is that it's up to God to be the judge in heaven to decide what is just and what is not. It's up to God, who is the agent of the one who pursues justice by judging over us, not us. Look at Rosh Hashanah. Rosh Hashanah is coming in just a few days, a couple weeks, right? What is the most important line? What's the cliche of Rosh Hashanah? Barosh Hashanah Yikate. Who's doing the writing in the book? Is it us? No, it's God, right? That's another cliche. But so whose responsibility is it for judging the world in that space? Is it God? Yes. Is it us? No. Amazing. So here in this Torah portion, in the book of Deuteronomy, right in the middle, it says, you shall establish magistrate and justice, and you, tirdof, you pursue justice. So again, the question is why? And what does that have to do with faith? And what does that have to do with David Foster Wallace? See, David Foster Wallace was an avid atheist. He didn't believe in organized religion at all, and yet everything he wrote was religious and spiritual in nature. He even wrote once in this book, he said, in the modern context, no one is really an atheist. Nobody can be an atheist because the values you carry and you cherish and you live your life by, you treat with faith. If you care about justice, then God is your justice is your God. If you care about love, then love is your God. If you care about money, then money is your God. There are no atheists because to be an atheist is just not to live. We all have things that we pursue in life that are over the horizon. Another cliche, right, is love wins, or love is the most important thing. All you need is love. That's a statement of faith. That's not a statement of rationality. That is a statement of faith. So Foster Wallace, an atheist himself, says there are no atheists. And why is that important? Is because when we think about the word God, when we think about what it means to have faith, when we think about what it means to be in a community and in a shul on Saturday morning where we're praying to this thing called God, we have a really hard time with that because the word God is a weird word to us. It's a 3-letter word that comes to mean something that we don't know. Many of us don't like the God that wants to reward and punish us. Many of us don't like a God who is an accountant, that is taking account of our own human being and all of our actions in the world. Many of us don't like a God that wants to throw us out of a land if we worship idols. We don't like that. History of Jewish philosophy from the modern period, that was the first thing to go, was to try to figure out how to understand this idea of divine transcendence in a world that doesn't believe in reward and punishment. Okay. And for many of us, we turn to Western philosophy. We turn to Aristotle and Plato. We turn to Kant and Hume. We try to find some other way of being in the world by throwing the Torah under the bus and saying, that's the old way, that's the primitive way, that's the naive way. And what we really should be doing is as Kant says, have the categorical imperative that if you see an old lady walking across the street, you better help her. And by the way, that applies to every situation. That is categorical. Of course, what we don't really realize is that Kant is speaking faith. He's not speaking rationality. Anytime you make a categorical imperative, you're floating a value above everything else. And guess what? That becomes, when you float that seriatim over everything else, that becomes faith. That's an article of faith. It's not an article of atheism. And then comes along this Torah portion that says, all of you who think that reward and punishment from somewhere else is the only thing that God does in the world, you're wrong. God gives us the commandment tirdof. God gives us the responsibility. God doesn't reward and punish. God sets the conditions in the world for which we can derive value, in which we can pursue justice. Many years before Kant, before the categorical imperialist, Antonius of Socho said, don't study Torah because you think you're going to get a reward or be punished if you don't. Study it because the purpose of Torah study itself is its own value. Later in Pirkei Avot it says, mitzvah gereret mitzvah, aveira geveret aveira, right? A mitzvah leads to another, and a bad deed, an aveira, a sin leads to another, but the last part of that is most important. It's not in the song. It says, schar mitzvah, mitzvah. The reward for doing a mitzvah in the world is not external reward and punishment, but the mitzvah itself. Or as the Baal Shem Tov said when he wrote a pietistic piece of literature, I think on this Torah portion, he said, I don't want you, meaning God, for this world. And I don't want you, God, meaning, God, I don't want you for the next world. I don't want you for the world to come. All I want is you. I want to be in relationship. I want to know the value, the infinite value of love. And so here in this Torah portion, comes to the fruition, I think, a full-throated theology that is modern and exciting and still pertinent for today. That the partnership created in the book of Genesis between Adam and God about what it means to protect and to till the world, and that later iterated with Abraham, where God gives Abraham the power to bless, and then finally matured here in the sense of pursuing justice. That it's not that we expect God to be just the God of justice, but that God sets the condition in which you can pursue justice. And so I look at the world today, and I see how crazy it has become. And I think there's a place for faith. Not a faith in God that rewards the just and punishes the wicked. Not that. We've gotten rid of that a long time ago. But a faith that justice can be found, even over the horizon, through long, hard commitments to its pursuit. And that faith that the conditions of the world, the natural characteristic of the world, can set forth an opportunity for us to have those hard conversations, to look at ourselves, take on responsibility for being fully human, and partnering with God to bring justice to bear. Right here in the middle of the Torah, in between theological statements of reward and punishment, is found a different theology. Theology of human responsibility, theology of partnership. And so when we turn to prayer, it makes sense to pray if you believe that God is going to reward you for praying well or punish you for not. It doesn't make sense to pray in this theology unless you think of it this way. Prayer is the time that we rarefy our values. It is a time where we say, it is worth a few moments on reflecting where I fit in the scheme of these values, of love and of justice and goodness, for example. Every artist takes a minute while creating art to take a step back and put their thumb up on the canvas to see the proportions of what they've created. Prayer is the opportunity for each one of us to step back from the masterpiece of our life to see what we have created and what still needs to be created, what still needs to be fashioned and painted. That's what prayer is. A chance to come out of your own self, look at your world, look at your life, see what world has created, what world you've created in the years gone by. And as we get close to Rosh Hashanah, just a few weeks away, you see what paint strokes have yet to be added to the canvas. And most importantly, who needs to be with you in the act of creation. This week we've been studying online and in our study groups this idea of ayeka. Where are you? This first question. It's all over the place. I don't need to introduce the concept again, but I'll tell you this week we looked at cheshbon hanefesh, your personal accounting. And next week we're going to move to something else. But in this theology of tirdof, of you are responsible for the pursuit of justice, you are responsible, you are the partner, you are the one that actualizes life. You have to take a few minutes and check in with yourself and say, where am I? Where am I with my life? Where am I with my relationships? Where am I with my sense of justice in the world? And hopefully coming out of a sense of prayer and meditation, you can go back in the world and not only make peace with yourself, but pursue peace. And that's why we join together in groups like this, to celebrate life's transitions. 47th wedding anniversary, 56th wedding anniversary, 24th anniversary of a bar mitzvah, a new bat mitzvah. It's because in those moments, we take a minute out of life and to look at it again, and then we jump back in. When the sun goes down, we're going to jump right back in. Because the commandment, tzedek tzedek tirdof, is an everlasting commandment. Not something that we can achieve in our lifetime, but we are not free from giving up. So take a few minutes now to pray, to reflect on the week that was, on the year that was, and think about the week and year that is yet to be. We rise together as we begin our Musaf service on page 155 with Chatzi Kaddish.
Lai lai lai, 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 lai lai, lai lai lai, lai lai Hanisham v'hagol hara husa alam malach Hanisham malach v'hagol hara Hosa awal hamalach lay 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 Yitgadal, Yitgadal, Shemei Rabbah, Ve'olmar Yivrach Yirotei, Ve'yamelich Malachutei, B'chayechon, U'v'yom echod, Yedechol Beit Yisrael, Vagara, Vagara, Veimeru, Amen, Yehishmei Rabba Yevorach, Leora Boror Beyolemaya, Yedmarach, Vishtabach, Vidpoar, Vitrimam, Vitasei, Vitadar, Vitalal, Shemei de Kudisha, Elielo, Minekol, Birchata. V'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata gam yiron v'yolema v'yimeru Baruch Ata Adonai, Eloheinu, Eloi Avotinu Imotavinu, Eloi Avraham, Eloi Yitzchak, Eloi Yaakov, Eloi Sarah, Eloi Rivka, Eloi Rachel, Eloi Leah, Hail HaGadol, HaGibor, VeHanorah, Hail Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, וקונה הכל, זוכר חסדי אבות, ומביא גויים ונהם, למען שמו ויעבה, מלך עוזר מושיע מגן ברוך, אדוני, מגן אברהם, ופוקד שרה, תגיבור לעולם ארון המחמיתים התורה, ולהושיע, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מתים ברח. Somenolime verove, somenime, uatira surime, umekayem emunado, lijene afar. Umidome, velech memiyito mechayem, ואז מיאגי ונאמן אתה להחיות מתים ברוך אתה אדוני מחיה המתים ים בירי בירי ביי ים בירי בירי ביי איי 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 ים בירי בירי ביי ים בירי בירי ביי איי 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 נארי יצחק ונקת אישך כסוד שיח שרפי קודש המקדישים שמך בקודש ככתוב על יד נביאך וקרא Yam biri biri vay, yam biri biri vay, ay 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 ay, yam biri biri vay, yam biri biri vay, ay 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 ay, kagadwar yanviyecha, v'karazer zev yamar, kadosh kadosh kadosh. Lay 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 kevodo malay olam misharita Shoalim, Shoalim, Zelazeh, Ayay, Mekom, Mekom, Kevoedoi, Eleyu, Matam, Baruch, Yomeru, Lai Lai. Lay 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 Varu gibadanai mimeko uyifen rachamie yachon yuchina Yachadim Shema Erev Vavot יום תמיד ערב הבוקר כל יום תמיד ערב הבוקר כל יום תמיד פעמיים יבוא שמע אומרים שמע ישראל Eloheinu, Hu Avinu, Hu Malkeinu, Mosheinu, Hu Yashmienu, Berachamav, Sheini Leile Kol Chai, Hu Eloheinu, Hu Avinu, Hu Malkeinu, Mosheinu, Hu Yashmienu, Berachamav, Sheini Leile להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם ודברי קודשך כתוב לאמור ימלוך אדוני לדור ודור לדור ודור לדור נגיד גודלך ולנצח נצחים ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש לדור ודור לדור ודור לדור ודור נגיד קודלך ולנצח נצחים ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד כי אל המלך גדול כי אל המלך גדול וקדוש אתה לדור ודור לדור ודור נגיד גודלך ולנצח נצחים ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש כי אל מלך גדול וקדוש אתה ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש
Page 158 and following are the words of the silent portion of the Musaf Amidah, a few minutes of quiet reflection and meditation, a conclusion of which you may be seated.
page 181. יתגלה יתחדש שמי רבה מביול מוני ברוך ירותיו ימליך מלכות בחייכם ומכנו חיינו בית ישראל בגלה ובזמן קורי וימרו אמן יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולם היה we go on with Roman as if it had with the made a Kurisha, very good. Layla Migo Bakat of Heart of an Egamotami Mavimeru. Amen. He came out to Loton of out on the Holy Israel code, the Mavinu Shmai Vimeru. Shalamaraba Mishmai Haimalin of Alco Israel Vimeru.
Amen.
Oh, say Shalom Bimerava. Oh, yes, Shalom Aleinu. They are called Israel. Shalom, Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Al Kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Al Kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Al Kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Enke Eloheinu, enke Adonenu, enke Malkeinu, enke Moshienu, mi Eloheinu, mi Adonenu, mi Malkeinu, mi Moshienu. Enke Malkeinu, enke Moshienu, no ede Eloheinu, no ede Adonenu, no ede Malkeinu, no ede Moshienu, enke Eloheinu, enke Malkeinu, enke Moshienu, Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Malkeinu, Baruch Moshienu, Enke Eloheinu, Enke Malkeinu, Ta'u Eloheinu, Ta'u Adonenu, Ta'u Malkeinu, Ta'u Moshienu, Enke Eloheinu, Enke Adonenu, Enke Malkeinu, Ta'u Shektiru, Avoteinu, Et Ketoreh, Enke Eloheinu, Enke Adonenu, Enke Malkeinu, Enke Moshienu. Aleinu l'shabeach l'Adon HaGol. Shelo asanu kigoyei haratzon, Velo samanu kemizvelo ha'adava, Shelo sam galgelu goel, Vegor aleinu kigol ha'avodah. ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם, ואל ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, ביום
be seated. We recall with affection those who are no longer with us, grateful for the gifts of their lives they've given to us in memory and in sweetness. And this week, Valley Beth Shalom remembers the passing of Jacob Ginsburg, father of Anthony Ginsburg, as well as the passing of Dr. David Petchman, husband of Susan Lepatty Petchman, father of Alexander Petchman and Brooke Petchman, son-in-law of Barbara and Kenneth Lepatty, as well as the passing of Earl Grenitz, father of Marcy, Mitch Weiss, Lynn and Robert Zuckerman, and Allie and Susan Grenitz, grandfather of 10 and great-grandfather of 3. They will be missed. In addition, you'll find in the back of your Shabbaton the names of those whose yortzites we commemorate this week. If you are in mourning or observing a yortzeit, please rise at this time and turn to page 184. And in our community, we don't let those who are mourning mourn alone. So if you see anyone who is standing by themselves, please shoulder up next to them, let them know you're here. As we turn to page 184, recite the words of Mourner's Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divra kirotei ve'amlich malchutei. V'chayechon v'yom meichon v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala ubisman kariv v'imru. Yehi shmei Rabba mevorach le'olam. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalel v'yitalal shmei dekudsham brichu. Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata. Tus bechata v'nechamata. Damiran b'yama v'imru. Amen. Yehi shlama Rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yamru, amen. Oseh shalom b'mermav hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yamru, amen. May God give comfort to all those who mourn, and together we say, amen. You may be seated. It's now my pleasure to call on Scott Howard, president of Valley Beth Shalom, newly installed just last night as our new president, for a few announcements.
Not quite. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Rabbi Farkas, Kenner Fox, Toby, Chris, and Yossi for leading such beautiful services today. Thank you, Andy Hyman back there, for greeting everybody, and Drs. Ron Ryder and David Braun for making sure everything went smoothly up here. Mazel tov to the Stern family on Aliyah's bat mitzvah. We've all watched her grow up here, and we've heard her beautiful and sweet voice, and it's just really, it's an honor for all of us to be here today to see this. Safe travels to Marcy on her trip to Israel, and Mazel tov to both the Greenbergs and the Bursteins on your anniversaries. A few announcements are, as Rabbi Farkas mentions, we've had this Yeka program that started last week, and there's videos that are on our website, that there's daily videos that if you're not getting them, you should go onto the website and subscribe so you do get them. It's like a 2-minute video, and it's just, they're beautifully done. And the rabbis have all done them so far, along with some of the other professionals. But I really recommend it. It really gives us a lot to think about during this month of Yal. In honor of Jason, I want to make sure that we know about Steak Night, which is coming up July 20th? Okay. September 20th, yeah. It didn't pass yet. September 20th. It's really a fun evening. We get these big steaks. They're probably about this thick. And Steve Cohen supplies them, and we barbecue them ourselves. He shows us how to make sure we're cooking them right. But it's really a lot of fun, and you could RSVP at the either with Jason or at the temple office. We have policy forums coming up, which are, 2 of them are coming up in the next week with regards to the elections. On Wednesday, this Wednesday at 7 o'clock, we have a panel session on voting to end homelessness. We're going to have City Council member Mike Bonin, Tom Safran, who's with the nonprofit housing developer, Cynthia Strathman, Executive Director of SAJE, and it's going to be moderated by Stephanie Klasky-Garner, who's in charge of LA Family Housing, which is here in North Hollywood. It really should be an interesting evening. Obviously, there's a lot that we've done here in terms of trying to push this issue forward, and we'll find out more about it on Wednesday evening. Next Saturday, we're fortunate to have Congressman Schiff join us for services. The congressman is in charge, or he's on the Intelligence Committee, and so he knows quite a bit. Certain things he could tell us, other things he can't. It'll be interesting. He was one of the first congressmen who came out in favor of the bill on Iran, in support of the bill on Iran. So it'll be interesting to hear his thoughts about it a year later and how that has gone. Any questions about membership, please you could either contact me at Kiddush, or you could email me, showard@vbs.org. If you haven't registered yet, you should do so this week. Call the temple office, because we're going to be assigning the seats this week too. So it's coming up and it's important. Parashah discussion is in about 20 minutes in Weiner Chapel. And Kiddush today is going to be in Glazer Hall, right behind us. And Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Also, just one quick word about membership. Jack Donitz, our VP of membership, is here. So raise your hand, Jack. Mary's over there. You can go and also talk to him about that. Membership in the synagogue is really important. It's not just about paying a fee for service. It's really about supporting the work of what we do, of teaching, of learning, of praying together, of acting together. And it's about lending your support to the mission of our congregation. We're going to bless the day together now. Let's make Kiddush together. Let's rise arm in arm as Aliyah gets to sing for us once again the words of Vishamru and Kiddush.
Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת, לדורותם בארץ עולם, ביני ובין בני ישראל, לא תהיה עולם, כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש. על כן ברך אדוני את יום השבת ויקדשהו, סברי גבירותי ורבותי, ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, בורא בריאה גאווה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, המוציא לחם מן הארץ. Take it to your family.
Adonai Olam asher malach.
טרם כל יציר נברח, ליית נשא בחפצו כל, אזי